it does add a number of limitations to it, which wasn't part of the motion at first, as you communicated it. I think the understanding when we were passing the motion is that it would be approved pending the change in the bylaw, the procedural bylaw. And not necessarily that we would take everything case by case depending on whether there's some issues related to that. My sense is that there is, like, I guess my question is, if it is a public meeting and people are speaking publicly, expecting to be heard publicly, why would they have a problem with being recorded publicly? Because, and available for people to hear. So, I'm not yes, so the issue is we do have to amend the bylaw, yes, that's true, Councilor Cook, we do have to amend that, but not necessarily that it's going to be reconsidered on every case-by-case basis. Councilor Scott, did you have a thought?
Well, I have two. First of all, did we do a vote on getting the report on the tennis courts? I'm sending my list in.
For the white?
Did we do
yes,
that?
we did. That was called.
Just double checking because things kind of flew by there. When that motion was made, it really wasn't made to change the bylaw that Councilor Cook was saying. It was made to just move forward to do that. We talked afterwards about changing the bylaw because we'd made a motion that contravened the bylaw. So it wasn't made with the idea of changing the bylaw. That wasn't part of the initial part. We didn't even know that we were in contravention of the bylaw until Councilor Cook told us we were. So,
well, point of order, not really, because it's a written. He's asking for written permission, which is what the bylaw states. We've given him blanket permission, right? But technically, the confirming bylaw does override the other bylaw, so
it's done. Carol, did you have a comment?
I believe we just summed it up. It does say you can't take without permission. The council basically granted permission.
we granted permission.
And during the procedural bylaw, if you'd like to discuss it further, we'll probably be an opportunity to do so.
Well, and that is indeed the case, because we could give some specifics within the procedural bylaw if there's something that has enough of a weight and concern that we consider needs to have an exception. But generally speaking, planning meetings, things like we had tonight, those types of public meetings would not be considered exceptional. So, but if we can think of something when we come to our procedural bylaw, then of course we can include that within our within the bylaw specifics. Okay, Councilor Scott.
If I'm feeling dissension about this, so how about Carol? You check with our lawyer and see what we get. Well, we've got people saying that we did wrong, and we've got people saying we did right. So
no, it's not a matter of right or wrong. It's a matter of we have changed technically a procedural bylaw. It's not a matter of right or wrong, but we have not discussed. We did not discuss in length the motivation for changing that bylaw. We were responding to a request by a media person to record public meetings, which we have said you need permission to do, and we have granted that permission. And we have technically overruled 15.8. But you know, as we said, I mean, we can always bring it up later when we have our protocols and procedural discussion.
If we need to, we can.
I think we need to. All I'm saying is we need to explain that to him in the letter. We have done this.
Yes.
we're done.
There is a possibility of
Second review.
We're done.
take it, I just don't think it's been planned for. This is like last moment type of thing, and John, through you to John, have you heard anything through the rest of the staff about this? No. And we got,
It's a very good point. Were there some other comments, Councillor Allen?
What was that a motion just to refer to
I
staff?
don't know what to
or-
do with it, yeah.
No, and.
Refer to staff?
Well, and staff will know if they have the time to even deal with this particular thing.
Well, I'll make a motion to refer it to staff because I don't know what to do with it.
Councillor Scott?
I will second that. Also in that email, if you remember, he talked about the budget, carrying the budget over to the next year and then adding more.
Can't do that.
No, I realize that. And then adding more budget. But the other thing is that he wants to do, because Frank has already sprayed the little island. There's 2 islands in the river that he'd gotten permission, that was the experimental one. So he's going back to roll that one. I'm not sure about the Mud Creek. He may want to do it because it's there, but he would be looking to be paid, I would think, so. I don't know.
Just seemed like an
That's what the
opportunity.
motion does, it can go to John and John can sign
Okay.
it for you.
This seemed like an opportunity to one of this. January is an interesting time to be doing this, mind you.
If you want it frozen.
They want it frozen so they get.
Oh, yeah, get the equipment in there, right through the whole percentage. Anywhere you got water, anywhere you roll in over the island, this weather continues and, they're not gonna go to the island, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Or we
it's
could
all
have
time,
another
it's all
ice
time
jam.
and stuff. Two others.
Yes,
I
sir.
got 2 others, through you again to John, in terms of the maintenance thing, in terms of, last year we gave direction to Peggy and I can't remember exactly, but it was after the fact, I think it was just about spawning time to do dredging in the river. And of course, because of what we were going through that was reported tonight, we never got a report back from, my understanding verbally with Peggy was, is that basically it was sitting in M&R, and it sat there and sat there and sat there. I'd just like to make a motion that John start, the application for dredging in the river ASAP for this coming year. That goes along with our normal corresponding maintenance, so that at least if we, as Councilor Lewis said, if we go through this and come up with some little thing, at least we're gonna have the permission to be able to take a snag out of the river. Right now, we don't have the right to do anything. And last year we never did get the right to do the damn thing, so in fact, we didn't do anything last year. So, I don't think that is.
So John has a motion, and Councillor Marsteller has seconded that motion. Is there additional discussion on that? Do you want to speak to that again? Someone else? Councillor
Through
Marsteller?
you to John, to your knowledge on those permits, are they time sensitive? Like, do they have a stale date on them, they're only good for 30 days or 60 days? So this is,
Absolutely, it's really important.
It is emergent.
Like it's a March 15th to April 15th and a September
Yeah,
to
Peggy
1
has
to
a
15th
window,
or something.
or
And
she
that's
told
it.
us that, I think when she was applying, she told us that. And then if they hold it off, then your window's gone, and then spawning starts or some other action happens in the river. They're always doing something in the river.
The turtles have